So if this is the digital capabilities are going to change, then what is that leadership skills we need to develop? That is a question for ourselves, right? As a student, you need to know कि ये हो रहा है तो मेरे लिए क्या? मेरे लिए क्या? You need to have a clear and compelling vision. आपको सोचना पड़ेगा कि अच्छा ये अगर टेक्नोलॉजी आ रही है तो मेरे बिजनेस में जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मैं काम कर रहा हूँ इसको ये कैसे इम्पैक्ट करेगी, तो उसके लिए मेरा विजन क्या है, मेरा सपना क्या है, मुझे क्या करना है, वो क्लियर होना चाहिए आपको. वो एक बार क्लियर हो गया तो देन यू आर एज ए फाइनेंस यू आर connected with every organizational unit. We just spoke about purchase department, marketing department, every department. The only department which is connected with all other department is the finance department. So because you are connected with all other department, you need to get engaged with them, and the more you get engaged with them, you will see the execution of it. Once you got the execution of your vision, आपका जो सपना देखा था आपने उसको execute होते हुए देखा, तो वो execution के बाद में properly govern हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है वो भी आप ही देख सकते हो. Because जितने भी नंबर्स है P&L बैलेंस शीट में रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है, उस नंबर के अलावा जितने ऑपरेशनल नंबर है उन सब के ऊपर कंट्रोल्स और विजिबिलिटी सबसे ज़्यादा फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट की होती है. तो एक ये जो चेंजेस के साथ में आपका विजन क्या होना चाहिए, उस विजन के साथ में उसका एग्जीक्यूशन से उसका गवर्नेंस सबसे अच्छा फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट कर सकता है. दिस इज वेयर वी नीड टू रिमेंबर. नेक्स्ट. सो द क्वेश्चन इज, दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन विच लॉट ऑफ पीपल आस्क मी, सो क्या सर मुझे एमएल और एआई के बारे में सुपर एक्सपर्ट बनना पड़ेगा? द क्वेश्चन इज नो, यू डोंट हैव टू बी. You don't have to be. You need to be aware of the implication of those new technologies. You need to be fully aware. Once you are aware, you need to decide, should you be the early adopters or should you wait and watch what is the cost of early adopter, or what is the cost of let it getting settled in the industry and then you adopt it. So you need to keep on doing the cost benefit analysis कि अच्छा ये करने से मुझे खर्चा कितना आएगा और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को फायदा कितना होगा, हमारी रेवेन्यू कितनी ग्रो करेगी. वो सब चीजें करने के बाद में आप कर सकते हो कि या शुड आई गो फॉर इट और नॉट. अगेन आपने, यू मस्ट हैव लर्नड अबाउट द कैपिटल बजटिंग डिसीजन, रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट, वो सब कैलकुलेशन आपने अपने एमबीए में पढ़े होंगे या पढ़ने वाले होंगे. तो इस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजी को इम्प्लीमेंट करने से हमें फायदा होगा कि नहीं होगा, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की वैल्यू बढ़ेगी कि नहीं बढ़ेगी, इन ये डिसीजन मेकिंग में आपको अपने सीईओ को सपोर्ट करना है. और कई जगह पे ये भी होता है कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफिसर्स होते हैं वो कई बार कई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मैंने देखा है, दे आर फ्रॉम द ओल्ड स्कूल, दे डोंट नो अबाउट व्हाट्स हैपनिंग. So then you need to have that conversation with your CEO also. Do we need to hire some outside consultant to know how our business can get benefited out of these changes that industry is going through? Because अगर इंडस्ट्री में वो चेंजेस आ रहे हैं और इंडस्ट्री में दूसरी फर्म्स आगे बढ़ रही है और आप आगे नहीं बढ़े तो आप कहाँ रह जाओगे, आप पीछे रह जाओगे. यू विल बी अ फेलियर, यू विल नॉट बी ऑन द पाथ ऑफ सक्सेस एज अदर्स आर. So that are the implications of new age technology and the role of CFO, and it's an important role that he has to play. Next slide. Data analytics, again, this is an important topic. Today, I mean, how many of you are aware of this concept of data analysis? Okay, you are aware. Very good, fantastic. So how many times the data has grown in the last 10 years as compared to what it was 10 years back? Multiple times, correct? But then what do I do with this data? I mean, if you are able to learn some basic skills of, you know, extracting some good information from this data and developing insights, it's going to be very helpful. Very large organizations have got the separate department called data analysis department also today. But smaller organization or SMEs, they don't have. What they do, they have got basic Excel, and in those Excel they learn basic PowerPoint, Power Pivot, and basics, some basic skills with which they try to extract information of that data or summarize the data. You know, like if the correlation between a customer and a cashier, there is some kind of correlation. Is it increasing my sales or not? So if that kind of correlation is there, can I change the customer and cashier ratio? उस तरह की डाटा एनालिसिस की बात कर रहा है. So as a finance department, you are aware of every number which is going in the organization, and because you are aware of every number which is going in the organization, you should know that, okay, I need to convert this data into information, and then convert this information into insight and an actionable insight which can create value for me. So it should just not be data. You should learn how to monetize that data. That's important. Data data है, but उससे पैसा बनाना सीखो. Next. So हाँ, समझ गए हम कि बदल गया है, बोले चेंज हो गया है रोल, राइट? चेंज इज द ओनली कांस्टेंट, वी आर लिविंग इन अवर वर्ल्ड. तो गोपाल चंडक सर, बहुत हो गया, हमें क्या करना है इससे, राइट? तो द फर्स्ट इज फाइनेंशियल फोरसाइट. बाहर घूमो, मैडम ने बोला है, ठीक है, बाहर घूमो, अच्छी बात है, बट बाहर घूम के पता भी चलो कि बाहर क्या हो रहा है, आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड में मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स में क्या हो रहा है. Unless you know about the big macroeconomics, you will not be able to visualize कि हमारी इंडस्ट्री किस तरह जा रही है और उस इंडस्ट्री में हमारी फर्म कहाँ जा रही है. You should be aware. The financial foresight, you should remain curious. You should keep on questioning why. You should be curious to get more and more information about your competitors, about the market you are in, about the country you are in, about the GDP of that. The second is communication skills, and communication skill is a very big topic by itself. I don't think I can cover that, but the point I'm trying to make is you should learn communication skills, and you should learn how to remain very friendly and firm in your communication. Two good things I've learned in my communication after moving abroad is you need to remain friendly and firm. Yeah, very important, because I've seen certain communicators when they have a point, you are making a stupid point. Will this work? No, it will never, because it started with the you phrase. So the other guy is going to get defensive. वो अपने आप को protect करने की कोशिश करेगा. So you need to challenge the person very softly. He should not even feel that you have challenged him. You should not even. It should be so friendly. With a lot of data, okay, look, I've seen this data and this is suggesting something else to me. So can we just have a deeper discussion on this? So you need to get into depth of it rather than just challenging the other person by saying, you look stupid. It doesn't work. But during the young age, that is the normal nomenclature we have. कि अरे यार तेरी बात समझ में नहीं आ रही है. तेरी बात मतलब द मोमेंट यू से तेरी बात समझ में नहीं आ रही, तो वो समझ जाने की कोशिश करेगा मेरी बात समझना तेरे को क्यों जरूरी है. इट विल नेवर वर्क. So communication skill, I'm just giving some snippets of how it can go wrong and how it should be. So the most important point in the communication is, again, I'm repeating, friendly and firm. That's very important. You need to own that. You need to remain confident after you have done so much of study. You're aware of outside market. You are aware of your internal capabilities. And once you come up with a view, right, कि ये मेरा दृष्टिकोण है, तो उस दृष्टिकोण पे थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस रहना सीखो. सबमिसिव मत हो जाओ कि नहीं, अच्छा ठीक है, तुम्हारी पॉइंट सही है, फिर वहां से वहां गए, हाँ जी तुम्हारी पॉइंट सही है, वहां से वहां गए, फिर वहां भी तुम्हारी पॉइंट सही है. आपने जो इतनी स्टडी की है, आपने जो इतना एनालिसिस किया है, उस एनालिसिस के बेसिस पर अपने स्टेक होल्डर के साथ एंगेज करना सीखो. कम्युनिकेशन आपने सीख ली, कम्युनिकेशन के साथ में फ्रेंडली रहना सीख लिया, अब फर्म रहना सीखो थोड़ा. लेकिन फर्म का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आड़ू बन जाओ, कि अब दुनिया में कोई कुछ भी बोल रहा है तो नहीं, बस मेरी मुर्गी की एक टांग है. ये भी नहीं होना चाहिए. इट्स अ थिन लाइन. यू नीड टू जज. आई मीन एट टाइम्स ऐसा भी होता है कि हमने जितनी स्टडी की थी, हमें लगता था हमारी स्टडी, हमारी एनालिसिस बहुत बढ़िया है, बट सामने वाले आपसे ज्यादा पॉइंट लेके आता है. तो जब व्हेन यू गेट इनटू अ deeper engagement and deeper conversation, you come to know the other guy has done a lot more work than me, and he has got a better point of view. So thank him, express your gratitude, and probably you have to accept that point also at times. But again, be confident of what you're talking. Next slide. Huh. The fourth is you should learn how to scan the environment. Macroeconomics are changing, political situation is changing. Something which is a great opportunity today can become a risk tomorrow. So you need to learn how to scan the environment. One of the best way of scanning the environment is spending half an hour every day on the big macroeconomic numbers and key headlines in the news. Yeah, and again, you have to decide whether should go deeper in this news or not. Most of the news are very repetitive in nature. They are just clutter. You have to just ignore. But there are important points which you should know. Okay, this news is looking interesting to me. This is something new which is changing in the industry. This is new something which is happening to my competitors. So you should be aware of that. Learn to scan the environment. Then I've just talked about how the role of finance when it comes to bookkeeping has changed. अब बुक कीपिंग में अगर ये रोल चेंज हुए हैं तो पुराने मुनीम जी का क्या हुआ? जो मुनीम जाग गए, जो मुनीम जाग गए, जागो मुनीम प्यारे, राइट? जो मुनीम जाग गए वो आज आगे बढ़ गए हैं, और जो मुनीम जागे नहीं वो कहाँ रह गए? पीछे रह गए। तो आपको हर वक्त जागते रहना है, क्योंकि दुनिया बदल रही है। अगर दुनिया बदल रही है तो जागो मुनीम प्यारे, वो रोज ही दोहराना है अपने आप को कि आज क्या नया सीखना है, बिकॉज दुनिया बदल रही है, आप वहाँ पे नहीं रह सकते हैं। Yeah, so whatever are the new tools, like what's for me, okay, what's for you is there are a lot of simple Excel or simple tools which you should keep on learning. you know I've seen professionals coming out, but they don't know how to even open a computer and at times run an Excel sheet. So if you don't know such basic thing of running an Excel sheet or making a PowerPoint presentation, even if you go in the industry with a lot of good academic knowledge, you may be out. Yeah, you may be completely out. So the only way, keep on learning new tools. The sixth point, have an understanding of the industry you are in, have an understanding of the business you are in, have an understanding of your competitors. So you should know about all this. Again, it is not that you need to become a doctorate in that, but you should be aware, because unless you are aware, you will not be able to make a good decision, or you will not be able to participate in that decision making process. Next slide. See, fiduciary responsibility and being aware of the ethical standards is given. It was always there. It can never be taken away, and it is just not applicable for finance as a profession. It is applicable for everyone. you know the your integrity and your passion, it should always remain. And if you don't have that integrity as a finance, no one is going to accept you. So in case of a doubt, what you should do, in case you're in doubt, okay, this particular transaction I'm entering into, it involves a conflict of interest, what you should do, just report it to your manager and keep a black and white. Keep it in black and white by way of email communication or whatever. Like a friend has approached you, he wants to sell some products, and he's a great friend. Someone can say, yo, he was your friend, so you've given a business to him. It's not fair to the organization you're working for, right? It can happen. So in case of such doubts, whenever it comes, report it to your manager, take a written approval, and then go ahead and then proceed. This is one of the basics I've learned in my life when it comes to conflict of interest. So please ensure whenever and wherever you are working, your integrity and your ethics, they are never questioned by anyone. And if you do this, you'll remain above board on every matter. Okay, perspective of risk. This is very important. Okay, I've talked about, okay, you have to raise the red flag. You have to raise the red flag. Now the example we gave, 10,000 tons you can produce, 10,000 tons you can sell, but you do have money only for 2,000 ton. So should you grow to that 10,000 ton, or should you remain at 2,000 ton? What should be the answer? We should grow. Okay, but again, it depends. It depends. If the cost of increasing capacity from 2,000 to 10,000 is very high, the risk that you take is very high, then it may be prudent at times to remain where you are at 2,000 tons. It may. chances are rare. Chances are rare. 90% of the chances will be yes, grow. Yeah, but then in 10% of those cases, when you see the risk in the industry is very high at this stage, and probably I should not grow and I should just remain here and I should look at sideways to grow. You may have to. So keep the perspective of risk in your mind always. Is the risk or the cost of doing it is a lot more than the benefit I'm going to get out of it. Uh, Result oriented, you need to have smart goals. Anyone knowing what is smart goals? Huh? Yeah, you are right. Specific, measurable, A for achievable, realistic, time bound. Very good, brilliant. So the class has got a lot of brilliant people here. Brilliant. So as an organization, this is an important role. I mean, before setting it for the organization, set for yourself. Have a long-term goal. Long-term में मुझे क्या करना है? मेरे smart goals क्या है? Then you break it down to short-term goal. Organizations are also the same way. What is my long-term strategy? And then break it down into smart goals, smart short-term goals. And once you have done that process, you can monitor it. You know what your milestones are, where and where you are. Uh, then the last is leadership. Again, leadership is something which can come at a little later stage of your career. The first 3, 4 years of your career, you need to spend a lot more time in your technical skills. Technical skills means working on an Excel sheet, because it is not about managing the team at that stage in your life. It is about मेरे को खुद को output देना है. It is the role of an individual contributor when you start your journey in an industry. As an individual contributor, you need to roll up the sleeves and work. So that is the first stage. First, once you have crossed that first stage and when you are getting into the role of manager, you need to hone the skills which are needed for leadership, which is the first and foremost is emotional intelligence. Again, it's a very big topic, but any idea on what is emotional intelligence? Anyone? Smart goals. I got a good answer. Emotional intelligence. Okay, emotional intelligence is all about knowing your emotions and knowing the emotions of the other person, and then monetizing out of that. It is all about that in simple words. Are you angry? Are you happy? Is the other person angry or is the other person happy? And during this conversation, if I have to have a conversation with the other person, मैं इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस के साथ उसके साथ कैसे कनेक्ट करूं कि मेरा काम हो जाए. अगर हमें इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस नहीं है तो हम आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते. माय बॉस इज इन वेरी बैड मूड टुडे एंड मेरे को एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम करवाना है उनसे, तो इज इट अ गुड टाइम? यू गाइज आर इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट, आप लोग इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट, आप सब जवाब दे रहे हो कि नहीं आज सही नहीं है समय. ठीक है, तो दैट इज व्हाट इट इज. सेल्फ अवेयरनेस, awareness of your emotions, regulate your emotions, motivation, empathy, understanding the other person's perspective, and developing social skills. Absolutely important. And I have seen finance folks, they lack in this. They are a lot more introvert. I was also one. I was also one. Yeah, Archana is saying yes, you were. So you need to develop your social skills. अगर आपके दोस्त नहीं होंगे तो इंडस्ट्री इंसाइट्स नहीं मिलेगी. इंडस्ट्री इंसाइट नहीं मिलेगी, कनेक्टेड नहीं रहोगे तो ग्रो नहीं करोगे. सोशल स्किल्स होना बहुत जरूरी है. तो इफ समवन इज स्टिल एन इंट्रोवर्ट लाइक आई यूज्ड टू बी, please come out of that. Just come out of it. It's not going to help. घर वाले बोलेंगे हाँ कितने दोस्त हैं तेरे, हाँ है दोस्त, होना है, जरूरी है. इट ये बट या अगेन इट डिपेंड्स ऑन किस तरह के दोस्त है. अच्छे दोस्त बनाओ. नेक्स्ट. सो learning is a journey and not a destination. So you are in the journey. You are in a journey. So do you think learning is going to be over once you come out of this? No. I mean, during the introduction, it was told that yes, I done my MBA at the age of 45. Yeah, I'm 50 today. 5 years back, I did my MBA. Around 15 years back, I did CFA, half of my CFA. You know, so learning is a destination. Keep on reading some good books always. हर 2 महीने में once you come out of this, हर 2 महीने में एक नई बुक तो पढ़ो. एक नई बुक पढ़ते रहोगे तो पता चलता रहेगा कि जो ऑथर के पूरे लाइफ टाइम का एक्सपीरियंस था उसने एक बुक में समराइज किया है, उस बुक से आप कितना इंपॉर्टेंस ले सकते हो, कितने इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट पिकअप कर सकते हो. या देर आर गुड टीचर्स, देर आर गुड catalysts here who can transform you, who can, and they are taking that, you know taking that responsibility of transforming you, but then they can only open the door for you. आप किस लिए सिर्फ दरवाजा खोल सकते हैं, बाद में चलना किसको है, दौड़ना किसको है, सक्सेसफुल बनना किसको है, right? So I think that's all. Thank you so much. Any questions? So I would love to, I mean, get any questions if anyone has got anything that you want to do in deeper.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please be quiet.
Well, students, yes, yes. We'll appreciate your listening for the next 5 minutes. We are here to propose a vote of thanks for such a dignitary who has shared his life experience with us. And such an informative session was there. So, and actually, indeed, we have got the global exposure from the man himself, right? So, you are here for the vote of thanks. Tanmay sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Raj sir. Jago munim pyare. Okay. Indeed, yeah. Indeed, an alarming appeal for all the students here, rather all of us. I heartily thank CA Gopal Chandak sir for accepting our invitation and being the resource person and delivering such a wonderful talk. Sir expressed about various roles of finance manager, control, that is controllership role, treasurable role, emerging roles like planning and budgeting, interconnectivity of finance with other functions in the organization. Sir focused on tax planning and management. He shared his real life industry problems and currently technological advances in industry. He focused on the changing business models and their success, significance of adopting technology, connecting with customers, and much more. He also talked about new role of strategist, catalyst, efficient operator, successful steward, and adoption of new age technology. He focused on the importance of monetizing the data, financial foresight, communication skills, being confident, scanning the environment, integrity, social skills, and leadership, which are absolutely important for all the youngsters. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Thank you so much, audience. So, I request everyone to stand up for the national anthem.
Well, stand up for the national anthem, or we have a group photograph. Yes. Here you can cheer up. Can we have a loud round of applause? तालियां थोड़ा सा आपका जो हाँ जो डालने से वो निकल जाएगा. Yes, तालियों के साथ. Yes. We'll be sharing a group photograph with the dignitary for today. Yes. फोटोग्राफ में आवाज नहीं आता है. Yes, now students, it's time for the national anthem. Yes, it's time for the national anthem. Let us be firm and stand with the protocols for the national anthem. Student at the last, please, can we have the national anthem?
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग
सिंध हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा
तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाही तब जय गाथा
जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता
जय हे जय हे जय हे
जय 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 हे
Yes, Bharat Mata ki. Yes, thank you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for coming over here. Yes, and enlightening our students. Thank you all the way. Yeah. Yes, student 2 मिनट के लिए बैठ जाइए. जिनका अटेंडेंस हमारे पास जो आया है, please make sure your attendance is there in this. And again, scan the QR code right now on your screen. Scan the QR code for the yes attendance. Thank you. Just stay on. 1 मिनट रुक जाइए, रुक जाइए, रुक जाइए. गेस्ट को जाने दीजिए, फिर एक सेकंड के बाद निकलेंगे. Okay. So 5 day is a big task, but that could happen only because of your sheer support and the constant